Hi, I'm Dr. Karen Thomas, and I'm about to take you through a before you get out of bed mini yoga routine, especially on those days where you wake up and just everything hurts and you're like, oh my God, I've got to get up and get going. But what can I do first to make this experience of getting out of bed and those first few steps way less painful? Been there. I'm going to help you with it. So you can certainly do this routine in bed yourselves. I'm going to do it here on my little yoga mat. And just make sure you have a couple pillows nearby because we'll be using those, okay? All right, let's get into it. So I'm going to take a pillow and put it right here. Put this one over here for later. All right, and we're going to start lying down face up. Okay. So you've woken up and you're like, oh my gosh, everything is sore. What do I do? So you may be on your side when you wake up. You may be lying flat like this. What I'm going to have you do first is just slide each heel towards your butt. And just kind of get into a good position here. You may need to scoot your butt a little bit to the left, to the right. You can try to squeeze your glutes and maybe lift your butt up a little and set it back down just to make sure you're in a nice position before we get started. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to have you do is you're just going to lift this right leg up and just bring that right knee up towards your chest. You can bring it out towards the shoulder a little bit. That feels really nice. You'll feel a little bit more on the inside of your thigh and also in the back of the thigh when you bring it out towards the shoulder a little. And just holding it for a few breaths. And then go ahead and relax it down. You can help it. And then let's do that same thing on the left leg. So you can help to lift the left leg. You can also just actively lift it up, no help. It's totally up to you and how you're feeling. I'm pretty sore today because I played volleyball last night, so I'm helping my leg up for sure. And same kind of thing, you can certainly pull the knee straight up towards the chest, or you can do something similar to like what I'm doing, which is just pulling the knee more out towards the shoulder. And we're just holding it here for a few breaths, and then we are relaxing it down. All right. Okay, so next, let's just move right into what's called windshield wipers. So you can certainly put one hand on the side of your thigh here as we allow the legs to fall to the right, and you're kind of helping to assist them down, letting them fall in a controlled manner. And then let's take a breath in as we raise the legs back up. And then take that left hand on the opposite side of the left thigh. You can help it down a little bit and breathe out as you allow the knees to fall to the bed. And then go ahead and take a breath in. Let's do that again. I'm going to show you how to add some extra support with another pillow. So we're going to do the same thing. Knees are going to fall to the right. You can guide with the right hand, and you can allow them to fall onto a pillow. Yes. Now, if this is uncomfortable, let's say in the groin on the left side, because those knees are coming together and that creates some internal rotation at the left hip, which can be uncomfortable, you can put yet another pillow between your thighs. Take a big breath in. And let's try that same thing to the opposite direction. Breathe out. This is nice because you're going to feel a nice gentle stretch on the side, in the low back, or just introducing some rotation into your spine that hopefully wasn't really moving a lot throughout the night. If you're a restless sleeper, that may be a different story. Take a breath in and bring those knees back up. And let's actually try this with the pillow between the knees. I just want you to feel what this feels like, and then you can select the way that feels best for you and your body. So pillow between the knees, take a breath in and breathe out, allowing those knees to fall to the side. There we go. And just holding it here for a few breaths. Just feeling that nice stretch. And then take a breath in and bring those knees up. You can help if you need to, and breathe out and allow them to fall to the other side. Good. And then take a breath in and breathe out. We can get that pillow out of our way. All right. So we've worked our body, our hips, our spine into a bit of flexion with the single knee to chest stretching we did at the beginning. We just did a little bit of rotation. So now let's actually roll over onto our bellies. Now I'm going to preface this with, if you're not used to like lying on your stomach, if you're not used to doing any kind of extension or mini backward bending movement throughout the day, you may actually, if you're listening right now and you're like, I don't know what you're talking about, try this. Okay. I'm going to actually have you take a pillow, probably this one, from underneath your head, and put it underneath your stomach. So you're going to lie face down with a pillow under your belly. Now, maybe you're one who is like, yes, of course, throughout the day, I stand up and I do my mini backward bends. Maybe you regularly go to yoga and you do cobra and up dog, and those are spinal extension movements. Then, if your back's feeling pretty good this morning, maybe you don't need a pillow underneath your stomach. But for those of you who are feeling pretty bad right now, you're feeling pretty stiff and sore, you may just want to start by having a pillow underneath your stomach. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay, so you're just going to shimmy a little bit over to the side. You're going to lift your head a little and take this pillow out, relax. And we're just going to put the pillow even with where about the hips and the stomach are. And you're going to use your leg that's farthest away from the pillow to help push you or lift you a little bit, help you roll over onto this pillow. And we want it under the stomach and under the front of the pelvis. So let's get on top of the pillow. And I'm just going to have you relax down like so. And just relaxing in this position is gently introducing spinal extension into your spine. It helps to alleviate some pressure on your low back. It should just feel kind of nice. With the head and neck in this position, you can certainly lie looking one direction or the other. You can also, if you want to put an extra pillow here or just stack your hands on top of each other, you can go ahead and look down and just rest your forehead on your palms. Okay, I'm going to have you take a breath in, and now see if you can come up onto your forearms like so. This is actually a pose in yoga called Sphinx pose, typically done without a pillow underneath your belly. But again, we are gently reintroducing that little backward bend or spinal extension into your back. Big breath in and breathe out. And go ahead and go back down into the full flat position. Take a breath in and press up again. So in this position, your palms are face down. Your elbows are ideally underneath your shoulders. Your chest is nice and open. And you're looking straight ahead. Big breath in and breathe out. Relax all the way down. And so maybe now you're thinking, oh, this feels pretty good. I don't think I need this pillow anymore. Let's try taking the pillow out and let's try the same exercise, okay? So go ahead and roll off the pillow. Get that pillow out of here, but stay close. We may need you later. There we go. And then we're going to roll onto our belly and just kind of see how that feels. Just allow your body to fully rest in this full prone position. So no extra support underneath your belly. And when you're ready, take a big breath in and let's press up into Sphinx pose, okay? Big breath in. There we go. Elbows are underneath your shoulder. Chest is nice and high. Gaze is straight ahead. You can even draw your shoulder blades down and in a little bit. Take a big breath in. And relax all the way down. Very good. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and press back into child's pose. So bring your hands down to the mat or down to the bed, face down, alongside your chest. And go ahead, on the count of 3, we're going to press up onto hands and knees, okay? So 1, 2, 3. Breathe in. Up onto hands and knees. You can walk your knees up towards the hands. We want the knees underneath the hips. Hands are under the shoulders. And let's do this by spreading the knees apart a bit, bringing the feet together, and take a breath in, breathe out, and we're going to relax back into child's pose. This is one of my most favorite things to do in the morning. And bring the chest down towards the bed or the mat as much as is comfortable, and you can rest your forehead on the mat. And we're just going to stay here for, let's do another few breaths. So a nice big breath in and a nice big breath out. And go ahead and repeat that just a couple times. Okay, and go ahead and take a breath in as you come all the way up onto hands and knees. And at this point, you could start to make your way towards the edge of the bed. And you're going to be sitting now on the edge of the bed. Your legs are over it, feet are dangling down, and you're just sitting up with really good posture. Since I'm not in a bed right now, I'm going to go ahead and just sit with my legs crossed. And then as you're sitting on the edge of your bed, go ahead and just take a nice big breath in and bring both arms all the way up, palms together. And as you breathe out, allow your right arm to come down. So hand comes down to the bed. Breathe out and then just take a nice little side bending stretch. You can look up towards your hand if it feels good on your neck, reaching long towards the ceiling. Big breath in, arms up together, palms together. Breathe out and let's do the same thing on the opposite side. And side bend. How does this side feel? Does it feel the same as the other side? Mine feels a little stiffer this way. Big breath in. Palms together, relax those shoulders and allow those hands to come down to the knees. And you are ready to get out of bed with less stiffness, hopefully less pain, and start your day. Enjoy.